Case 475. Subject: the Joker. It started with a call from the docks. 3 fishermen, hardened men not prone to panic, reported something that shook them to their core. Fish, common trout, surfaced with grotesque human-like grins. And not just any grin. His. Each one bore the Joker's signature rictus smile. The scene was surreal, their horror genuine. Within hours, the phenomenon had spread. Smiling bass, laughing eels. Every species pulled from the bay bore that face. I performed a tissue analysis in the cave. The effect wasn't superficial. The Smilex variant had altered facial musculature through a genetically bonded neurotoxin. The fish weren't dead. They were living, twitching billboards. At the morgue, 2 unrelated victims turned up exhibiting Joker-like symptoms. Strained facial muscles locked in grins, signs of heart failure through neural overstimulation, but no signs of respiratory exposure. This wasn't airborne. It was biological and targeted. Then the transmission hit. Joker hijacked every screen in Gotham with a parody ad. Joker Fish, featuring Harley Quinn, cheerfully pitching mutated seafood like breakfast cereal. On every channel, on every frequency. It ended with a threat directed at one man.
Just as soon as that nasty old Mr. G. Carl Francis decides to give me my legal cut of the profits!
I moved quickly. Francis, the city's copyright director, was already under GCPD protection. Bullock was leading the detail. I arrived at his office before midnight. Francis was rattled but unharmed. We talked. He didn't understand why Joker had singled him out. "I'm just a paper pusher," he said. "I can't change the law." That was the joke. In Joker's eyes, Francis wasn't a villain. He was powerless, and that made him the perfect target. Then Francis casually mentioned not having washed off the gunk Joker's girl squirted on him that morning. My blood ran cold.
Get this man to a hospital, now!
Francis collapsed moments later. The toxin had been delivered hours earlier, part of a binary compound. The gas Harley sprayed during Joker's visit was inert alone, combined with the second agent released during the TV ad. Lethal. Francis survived, barely, but Joker made good on his promise. His next threat followed immediately.
This just in. Former copyright director G. Carl Francis will be taking an extended vacation. Looks like he's having more fun already. But I'm not happy. If I don't get legal claim to my fish by 3 a.m., the number 2 bureaucrat, Thomas Jackson, will feel my wrath.
Jackson was relocated to a secure apartment. GCPD tightened the perimeter. I remained inside. Then I heard it. A rustling. Something small. A cat. It leapt onto Jackson's lap, and instantly he seized up. Joker's toxin had been applied directly to the animal. Even drugged, the cat sought out its owner by scent. We saved Jackson. Barely. Another second and he would have died smiling. The Joker was escalating, broadcasting his crimes like commercials, targeting bureaucrats not for revenge, but for a punchline. He wanted to legalize his insanity. I analyzed the fish. 1, a Japanese tang, native to warm waters. Gotham's Bay is far too cold. It was a plant. It came from a tank. I traced the shipment to the Ace Fish cannery. Shut down, off-grid, but recently reactivated through dummy shell corporations tied to Axis chemical affiliates. I arrived after Bullock was captured. Joker and Harley had lured him there with bait. Literally. He was suspended above a tank containing a genetically modified shark. Joker was preparing to feed him to it, for the sake of entertainment. I intervened, fought off Harley, freed Bullock. Joker ran deeper into the facility, spouting threats and marketing slogans. He was unraveling, but not sloppy. He'd built an entire packaging line. Boxes labeled Joker Fish lined the walls. Coolers filled with grinning fish were ready for shipment. This wasn't a prank. It was an enterprise. We fought on the catwalk. Joker tried to escape via rooftop. I cornered him. He leapt into the bay, only to land in the waiting jaws of his own shark. He vanished beneath the waves, but I fought him long enough to know he's not gone. Not really. Francis survived. So did Jackson. The Smilex strain was neutralized before entering public circulation, but the damage had been done. This wasn't just murder. This was a business pitch. The Joker tried to copyright insanity, and Gotham nearly bought it. I've secured this case file under Tier 7 encryption. Redundant backups stored at Batcave Prime, Oracle's uplink tower, and the secure vault beneath Gotham Natural History. If he resurfaces, if the toxins evolve, if the city forgets, I won't, and neither will the record. Gotham's memory is fractured, but I'll keep the scars sharp.